Welcome to
PIA.
PIA.
Welcome to PIA
2009.
PIA 2009.
2009.
Back in the PIA 2009.
We're hanging with Chris Warnock. Chris is with VASST and Sundance Media Group, and that is my company, so we need to throw that little caveat in there. One of the things that VASST specializes in is training DVDs to teach people how to do things a little bit better. And Chris has produced a series of DVDs for VASST that we'd like to talk a little bit about. Chris, glad to have you hang out here with us a little bit today.
Thanks, Doug. We've just released 4 new training DVDs. First of those is Canopy Control, Core Essentials. This DVD explains a lot of the details about Canopy Control that it takes many people years and years to pick up on. And we enlisted the help of Chris Gay, who has over 12,000 jumps and who has been on several, actually he has organized several world record canopy formation dives and has also been on the U.S. Canopy formation team for many years. Has some gold medals in world meets, and he's very accomplished, and he seemed like the perfect candidate to explain these factors to people.
So tell me a little bit about who this is aimed at. Is this aimed at people that are trying to be monster swoopers getting into competition? Is it aimed at beginners? Is it somewhere between? Who's it aimed at?
Really, the place it really picks up is filling the gap with people who have just gotten their A license and want to learn more about canopies. I know it took me years of talking to people on the drop zones after hours and other times to pick up all the information that we have crammed into over an hour of DVD material here. So really it fills in the gap between, I think, about 20 jumps and 500 jumps, even more. Many people who have 1,000 or 2,000 jumps have come by our booth and watched part of this video and said, yeah, I just learned something there. Because Chris starts out with the basics, including how to plan a landing pattern at a new drop zone, and he goes into more details, such as the finer aspects of technical aspects of canopies, such as why they are trimmed a certain way, and what you can do with the rear risers itself.
One of the things I noticed, it seems like it's got a lot of eye candy, a lot of up in the air stuff as opposed to on the ground kind of stuff.
It does. While Chris is talking on the ground, we didn't want it to just be a lecture. We wanted him to explain things, and then we'll show you how they work. So he'll talk a little bit, he'll introduce a subject on the ground, and then we'll go up in the air and he'll show us in the sky. And I've got a camera there and I'm filming him, and he'll show us in detail what we're talking about. And then we can slow it down and show you step by step what he's referring to.
So now you said you had a camera, so you actually shot the aerial footage.
I did. We were down in Sebastian, Florida, and I took a camera, my typical camera helmet, and we went out skydiving together. Just had some fun flying around the air, and we had a set way that we were going to do the dive so that we could show the aspects that we're talking about, and had a good time with it.
Why don't you tell folks a little bit about your skydiving background?
I've got about 4,000 skydives in about the last 10 years, and actually I've done quite a few jumps with Chris Gay. That's one of the reasons I was really anxious to just go ahead and invite him on this project, because I knew how much he had taught me and I knew he could teach other people. So I've been skydiving about 10 years, started in Atlanta, Georgia, and then recently moved out to Utah. Been having a great time out here.
Cool. Well, what else you got there? There's quite a stack.
Right, we also have a video called Tandem Videos Made Easy. And this video is intended to let people know how to streamline the production of a tandem video using nonlinear editors, that is, using a computer to edit their video. So we go into details on how you can streamline that and make it a very, very fast process to create a quality DVD that is much higher quality than you could produce using a typical analog board.
And in the DVD here, I saw you had a workflow with a little timer on it. How long does it take to get media into the computer, up on the timeline, finished, edited, and out the door?
And out the door, it usually takes about 10 minutes from the time that you take the flash card out of your camera, put it into the computer, until you take the finished DVD out of the computer and hand that to the student.
All right. What else you got?
Besides that, we also have a couple of Wingsuit training DVDs. We start out with Wingsuits 101. This is targeted at Wingsuit students who have already been on one jump or more, supposing they have passed their first jump course and they want to learn more about what they can do with wingsuiting, and also maybe they want a refresher on what to do about emergencies, how to get out of a flat spin. And so instead of just telling them how to get out of a flat spin, we actually show people in a flat spin who intentionally got there and how to get out of it. So some people like getting into a flat spin because it's fun. They've learned how to control it. And so this is what we show in the DVD, how to intentionally get out of that at any time you need to.
I noticed it's got a short section in there with Scotty Burns too. What does he talk about in there?
Scotty Burns talks about how to become a videographer if you're into wingsuits and you want to become a videographer. So he tells the steps you need to go through, the type of gear that you need to have, and precautions you need to take.
Cool. All right, and looks like you got one more still.
Now, Wingsuits 101 was basics about wingsuiting, but also we have Wingsuits 202. So beyond the basics, supposing you want to learn how to backfly. Backfly looks like a great deal of fun. I've never done it myself in a wingsuit, but I edited this DVD, and just going through the footage, I was having a blast while editing it. And I want to try it someday now that I've watched it on DVD.
Cool.
So
That's got a lot of eye candy too, I noticed.
it does, and it shows how to exit. It shows several ways to exit the aircraft in a stable fashion so that you're instantly on your back, so that you don't have to go out on your belly and then roll over onto your back, which takes up altitude and precious time out of your skydive. It shows you how to jump right into the air in a backfly position. Also, it shows, supposing you're starting to stall or potato chip on your back, it shows you how to go into the neutral position so that you can get out of that and have a stable free fall position.
Or get out of the way of somebody else coming toward you or something like that. I know it's got quite a bit in there.
Yes.
One of the things I liked about that is it's got some footage from Lake Elsinore, the Lake Elsinore 71-way world record. I noticed there's 2 or 3 specialty videos on there. Exclusive footage?
Yes, they are. In the extras section of this, we do have some extra footage from the Elsinore wingsuiting camp.
So for folks that are watching, why would they want to buy these DVDs? What are they going to get out of it?
Everybody's going to learn from these DVDs. We have crammed a lot of information from some of the best resources currently available. We went straight to the top in every discipline. So as far as wingsuiting, we went straight to the top. The founders of Block University, we went to them and asked them, how do we create this DVD? What do we need to tell people? And they told us. As far as the Canopy Control, we went straight to the top. We went to Chris Gay. He is an international medalist, and he is the top dog as far as I'm concerned. So he knows what he's doing. So we went straight to the top. And also the same regarding tandem videos made easy. Actually, I consulted you, and you understand far more than most anybody as far as production goes. And then we worked together and included that, how to tailor that to the skydiving community to make tandem videos fast.
Excellent. Where do people find these videos?
You can find these online at www.vassst.com. That's VASST.com. Or you can also find it at your local retail skydiving outlet.
Cool. Well, Chris, thanks for taking a second to tell folks and myself a little bit about what's going on with the new DVDs.
Glad to. Thanks for having me on the show.
Be sure you run out and pick one of those up. Until next time.